punt attempt to follow here. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Operating from the gun. Carr throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Falcons say they have it. They do. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Down! Blue 80! Check 91! Express!
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Carr. He finds Roberts, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
White! Single, that's Monday, down!
Carr now on 1st down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Deion Jones coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Purdue!
Operating from the gun, Carr. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
The Raiders on
29.
3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Get set. You wide, 88. Check 4. Watch twist. 6-18.
From the gun, Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. So that one will be accepted. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That good for 19 and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Kill. All right, now, lucky 56. Gun.
On 1st and 10, McCarthy. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Bus formation, bus formation. Come on, boys, come on. Get him.
Back to the air on 2nd down. McCarthy. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A very solid gain of 27.
Gun!
Operating from the gun. McCarthy. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point lines up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out come the Raiders. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make it.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tech McKinley in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Card out a throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can make a play on the football.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Yeah, baby! Woo!
2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39. Gun, 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 gun.
From the gun, McCarthy. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Throwing on 3rd and long. McCarthy. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
And absolutely zero surprise that that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
Now, that's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball to their territory.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Grady Jarrett getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
3 down.
In his own end zone, it's Carr. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. And a nice gain at 21 yards. On first down, Carr. Wide open receiver, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Carr now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Throwing on first down is Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10.
Detroit! Gun!
Throwing on first down. McCarthy buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They're indeed going for it as they lift a throw. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McCarthy going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. In for the score. And the Falcons continue to pour it on. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Now Carr, and he's going to drop this off to his fullback. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense, because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Carr will try it again on second down. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
There's several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
They like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
694. Hey. You got three.
Now Carr throwing on second down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Cover 0. Three down. Check the hot read. Hey. Be ready.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Down.
Carr now on first down. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. As his guys are in for 6. And the Raiders get a score closer. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. In on the stop, it's Tahir Whitehead.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And this one is incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
I know exactly why he tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
On 3rd down, McCarthy. Incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
We got three, fellas. We got
White down.
Hey, switch.
637.
Check 91. 91 is the mark.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Go, Chief.
On 1st down, Carr forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Tight end right.
Get set. Wide 80.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Tech McKinley, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Carr. Roberts with it over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
Hey, here we go. Get down, get down.
Shotgun now for Carr. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation. And that's why it got knocked away there. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And he gets it complete to Latimer. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 7.
Get set, get set.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. Wide open receiver, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Carr stepping up. He's good. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Derek Carr, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back at
2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. Gets around him, and some room to roam now. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. 20. And he finally runs out of gas, but not before he's inside the 10-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Back to throw. McCarthy. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off down at the 10. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
7:34.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal.
7:34.
From the gun, Carr. Dancing to his left. Able to shake him up, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
To throw his Carr. Steps away to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Operating from the gun. Carr being chased, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it. It's still down 10.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot.
From the gun, McCarthy. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Gun.
Throwing again. McCarthy. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. And the safety, Carl Joseph, there to knock that one away.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pick up there, 26 yards. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass for us. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. To throw on second down. McCarthy over the middle. He's got Treadwell. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Falcons on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. McCarthy. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Operating from the gun. Carr. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Low.
From the gun, Carr. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Lets this one rip toward Graham. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the running game as well.
And that is incomplete. Former Buckeye first-rounder Garyon Conley there to knock that away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
All right, get set.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Monday, down. Blue 8.
On 1st and 10, Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim, book a bugging me. Just be the bad, tweet out a jaw jackery. Don't even be that, I don't want none of it. He's mad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that poppin' lazy, my posse deep and I raiding.